We are extremely pleased that you are still here. You're ready to continue?
Yes.
You know what it is you are wanting?
Yes.
What is it? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? The trouble got worse. It's more focused. Begin right here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I have so much to share. Okay, so as I was coming today, I didn't get here until like 10 till 9. And on the way, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna sit in the back, and I don't know about sitting in the back, and I won't be able to see anything, and I just want a front seat.
It's all right back there. It's okay.
It is.
It's okay. It doesn't matter where you are in the room. It's not your position in the room that matters.
Which is what I told myself as I was driving. And then I said, I want to be in the front. But I was playing with how do you let go at the same time as wanting something. And so when I came in, I literally walked straight to that chair. And
she took your chair. We know she did. She was determined.
And then the second thing is that when I signed up weeks ago, I also said, I love the recordings when the people say, I knew you were going to call on me first. And I was like, I want to be first. And now I'm first.
That's what we were talking about yesterday. You see now, if you did not have a clear intent about that, and it had happened because your question is vivid, or because there are a lot of people in the room that have the same question, there are many reasons that people are chosen, then you would have no association to make. But when you have deliberately intended something, and you have been aware of your vibration and deliberately adjusting it, and then the manifestation occurs that satisfies all of those intentions, then you know for sure. And what is it that you know? You know that you're an effective creator. You know that the universe is responding to you, because words don't teach, but life experience does. These are the things that we want you to watch for over the next few days, especially because your vibration is in a different place, and your intentions, as long as you're feeling good, will be satisfied by the things that happen in your life. So what else is up?
Well, also yesterday, every single question, and I had a lot of questions, were answered yesterday, and even...
So then you went home and stirred up more life and got more questions?
Yes. And also yesterday when you pointed, the last gentleman that came up was right behind me. We both stood up at the same time. And, you know, I didn't fight.
But that's worth talking about, because you didn't fight it. But in that experience, there was disappointment. You know how yesterday we were talking about with the problem there's a greater solution? So can you see how that cued her energy up in a stronger way? It put her desire in a more logical place. That's how it always works. That's why every problem is not really a problem. It's just a route to a stronger, more satisfying solution.
So refining is what
in any case.
And the second part of that is that when you did point, and I thought it was me, but then, it was him, and I sat down, and there was some disappointment. But when he came up in the chair, he was asking the question that I had, which was about meditation.
But there again, you see, words don't teach, because we say over and over and over again, we've got you. We know what's on your mind. We'll find the ones that will help you to know. But that wasn't as meaningful to you as having the experience of that, was it?
No.
Yeah. So we might as well end this seminar right here and now.
So now the final piece that really brings everything, this is, it's incredible. It is, isn't it? So 4 years ago was the first time I ever attended one of the workshops. And also Jerry had already passed, but I didn't know it. Like 2 weeks before I went to the seminar, I found out, and I was devastated because I was so looking forward to seeing him. So I've always felt a deep connection to him regardless. And
He didn't pass, he clarified.
transition, that's right. He clarified. And so,
He became super consciousness.
which means he was so available even after I was so sad.
Yeah.
And 3 years ago, it was at the Biltmore, and I got up in the chair the first time I got up in the chair, I got kicked out of the chair because I was crying and I was so emotional, and all I wanted to do was get in the
Well,
chair.
now, be clear about this.
Well, I mean, I was like, it was going in a positive way at the workshop, and I had so much emotion about things that were so deep, and so I got
We were
kicked
calling for a specific thing,
out of the chair.
and you came anyway. It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. Disappointment's a good thing for you.
Yes. Oh, great. That's kind of where my question lies, ultimately.
We know.
But I was happy, ultimately, that I had gotten in the chair because that's what I really wanted
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
So now to be in the chair with the vibration all set up and feeling that underlying well-being, which flows all the time,
Yeah.
I understand now, and that my inner being has my back, and when I want something
Yes.
relaxing
Yes.
into that.
Good. Now get out.
Okay.
No. It's all right.
Again.
So.
So I just have so much joy, because Jerry. Then I got in the chair in Asheville again, and had after getting kicked out the first time,
She wasn't kicked out.
But Jerry helped me get in the chair when I was coming to Asheville, and I just I wanted to stay. I mean, I am so grateful for and appreciative. Let's use the word appreciative as that
Jerry was the one who kicked you out.
he did.
Yeah.
And he put me back
Because
in.
your sadness isn't good for Esther,
No. Yes.
especially then. Now
Right.
she doesn't care.
Now, yes.
Oh, it's not like that. It's that now her relationship with him is what it is, and it's real, and she's adjusted to the differences. Then, not so much, and you were not helpful.
Because I had my own shit stuff going on too. Yeah, that was really
Do you
sad.
have anything that you want to talk about?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was just so excited. Okay.
All is well,
Okay,
all is well.
okay,
And all of
okay.
that was important, but it's done. Now what?
Okay.
Thank you. I just want to say to Esther when she listens to this that I love her and your entire team. So beautiful.
We are all in this together, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we talk about meditation?
Whatever you want.
Okay. So sometimes when I meditate in the morning, I fall asleep. I've listened to your recordings and I wake up and I get some water and I fall asleep. Is that fine in terms of subsiding my thoughts?
Well, of course it's fine, but it's not beneficial in the way that meditation is. And here's why. Sometimes people say, when I use a particular drug, I release resistance too. And we say, you don't really release resistance, you're just not aware of it. And so the point of meditation is to allow your vibration to rise to the equivalency of your inner being. That is our definition of the purpose of meditation. Because when you meditate and consciously quiet your mind, your vibration rises. Now, the difference between being asleep, which also causes momentum and resistance for the most part to subside, and does allow your vibration to rise, you have no conscious relationship with that improved energy because you're asleep. And when you wake up, there's no benefit to you because there was no conscious awareness of the improvement in the vibration. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
And think about it. If what you were talking about were true, then everybody who gets a good night's sleep or takes a nap would wake up connected to their source, and they don't. They wake up usually in the same bad mood that they went to sleep in.
That's what I thought. So then I meditate again and again maybe twice or three times, and after the sleep, and I do touch that place.
Well, you get to do whatever you want to do. And the way you're living your life and the intentions that you hold, everything's all right. There's no right or wrong in this. But we do want to say to you, to all of you, that when you came into this physical body, you came with the intention of your conscious mind, your awake mind, being active. And so you really have trained it to be active. And it wants to be active because you're a creator. And so when you ask your mind to be quiet for extended periods of time, it's an unnatural state of being. 15 minutes is really enough. You could meditate for 15 minutes and only achieve that detached state for a minute or two or three, and that's enough. And so usually, we're not saying it's the case with you, but usually when people meditate for longer periods of time, it is to escape the discord or unpleasantness of energy that they sense that they can't control. It's a way of sort of detaching. And we understand sometimes when you come out of meditation, you want to go right back in. We get that too. We just don't want anyone to think that it's a necessary thing to meditate for long periods of time. It's usually an escape from the deliberate creation that you came here to do.
So another physical reaction that I have to dropping in to that, to alignment,
To that detached state.
Yeah, and sometimes this happens like here, or when I'm doing something like teaching, or my eyes start to water. And it's not sadness, it's just a physical reaction to alignment in an awake state.
Tears.
Yeah.
We call it overjoy. You connect with joy that you're not vibrationally accustomed to experiencing on a really regular basis. So it just sort of spills over.
Okay. If you were in our physical shoes, I know you've said often that the optimum position is to be satisfied with where you are and eager for more. Am I misquoting that?
That's exactly what we say.
Okay.
Satisfied with what is. This platform where I am and the contrast that I'm experiencing is perfect for me. And really, the reason that we encourage a decision to be satisfied with it is because the current manifestation has manifested, and there's nothing you're going to do about the current manifestation. Everything is about the more. So if you are not railing against what is, then you have a much freer opportunity to look forward to the improvement. But if you're in that step one mode all the time, pointing out the problems or what's wrong with it, then you tend to get stuck there, and you don't allow yourself to move in the way that is possible, and in the way that you desire, and in the way that satisfaction is.
So would it be safe to say that if we are in a state of emotionally feeling the state of contentment, and then waiting for a thought, an inspired thought, it would be a better place to be than, and I'm speaking for myself, but perhaps other people, thinking.
You've hit right on what we were going to say next, which means you received it. You've hit right on what we were going to say next. And that is, the whole purpose of meditation is to tune you to your tuner. And then, as you are listening for what that tuning has accomplished, now you're at the doorway of your vortex, and what's in there is coming out to play with you. Yes.